Get a professionally recorded personal hypnosis session by Alan Kerwin, premium hypnotherapist created to meet your needs. Update the software of your mind with hypnosis.
The one big thing that most people get wrong about hypnosis is that they think it is something that is done to them. And that is not the case. It is the hypnotist and the client working together to achieve an outcome. And how that is achieved is by the client following instructions. Simple. The hypnotist gives an instruction and the client just follows. That is how all hypnosis is done. And sometimes what happens is people resist those suggestions. They want to be hypnotized, but in some way they don't want to be hypnotized. So for you to get the best results, it's just about following instructions. So just as a test for yourself, now I'm not there with you to see that you're doing this. It might seem a little silly, but just follow along because your subconscious mind picks up on these ideas that you're willing to follow my instructions. So just take for example, what I want you to do is I want you just to close your eyes. So just close your eyes like me. Now open your eyes. Now what I want you to do is just raise your right hand. Again, I'm not there to see that you've done this. So it's important for you just to follow along with these simple little exercises, just so we begin to connect on a level to create that experience that you want from this hypnosis session. Okay. So here's another thing I'd like you to do, is I'd like you to just to place your two hands out in front of you like this. Okay? Straight out, arms straight out in front of you like this. And what I want you to do is imagine that there's a powerful magnet on each of those hands. Now I'd like you to close your eyes for this experience. Okay. So just imagine that there's a powerful magnet on each of those hands, or pretend there is one. Now I wonder what colour that magnet is that's on those hands. Now the thing about magnets is they only do one thing: attract themselves to each other. Okay. So as you think about those magnets attracting themselves to each other, perhaps you can get a sense of how strong and powerful those magnets are, or as those magnets begin to pull tighter and tighter. And the closer they get, the stronger they get as they begin to pull and tug, tugging and pulling closer and closer, pulling and tugging, pulling and tugging. That's right, pulling and tugging closer and closer, feeling the power of those magnets pulling. And the harder you try to keep those magnets apart, the more they want to pull closer and closer together. Pulling closer and closer, pulling and tugging, just feeling those magnets pulling tighter and tighter, getting closer and closer. And you try really hard to keep those magnets apart, but those magnets want to come closer and closer and closer. That's right. Coming closer, pulling and tugging, tugging and pulling, pulling and tugging. That's right. Attracting themselves together, coming together closer and closer and closer. Perhaps you're feeling those hands ready to touch, or maybe they've even touched already. I don't know. But what I want you to do now is I want you to open your eyes. Okay. Now, as you open your eyes, perhaps you've noticed that your hands have moved closer together. Perhaps they've touched together. And this is what I want you to do, is follow those instructions. Your subconscious mind will really work on those instructions for you because it's using the power of your imagination. It's that powerful part of your mind that we want to work with in this hypnosis session to bring you on that hypnotic journey, taking you to places that you want to go or perhaps places that you will never ever get the chance to go to, but you can visit there in the privacy of your own mind, in whatever way you wish, and really enjoy this experience. Okay, so here's just another little example of how your subconscious mind will follow along with the suggestions. As you sit there watching me, I wonder how your feet feel. Do your feet feel warm or cool? Are your shoes tight if you have shoes on? Are your feet on the floor? Or is only one foot on the floor? I don't know. Just notice how your feet feel at this moment. Now, when I do that with clients, I notice by their expression that their attention has gone to their feet, because their subconscious mind is beginning to accept these suggestions of following along with me. And so just notice if those suggestions have allowed you to put your attention on your feet. So now you know you're following along, working together to get the outcome that you want from this experience. So I hope you enjoy your hypnotic journey with me.